Okay, can you hear me? Hello, Darkser. I hope it's working. Settings. Hey, YouTube interface. I'm sorry. We can go back to Twitch. Okay. It looks like YouTube has it might be my settings, but I think YouTube has some more latency than Twitch. Hold on, I'm not eating the mic enough. I learned from last time. Here we go. Let me sign in. Better if I could make myself louder. Okay. Yeah. Oh man. Wait, hold on. I have to get used to the chat lag on YouTube. Like a solid 40 seconds. Here we go. Do I have to keep the browser window open? I don't think so. I also had to find different music this time because you can't split the VOD the way that you can on Twitch. So I found a random little cute ambient playlist. Okay. Let's see, what should I work on today? I started this drawing for fun because that new Mastama skin got announced and it's really pretty. So I think I might work on it a little, or I'll try to, but we'll see. Let's see. Hey, YouTube already causing trouble. But yeah, let's see. Let me open the time lapse so that we can see how I got here. Let me see, how do I do this again? Like this? Oh, is that the right? Yes, that's the right display. Okay. Yeah, Mastama with Fia. I thought since Fia has that like night skin, they both look kind of cool and like castle-y. I was gonna draw them together. Let's see. How did I get here? Okay. Oh yeah. I really wanted to just draw Mastama at first, I guess. But then I was like, these poses are really boring. Then I just kept doodling. Let's see. Doodling. And some... I knew I wanted her hair to be really bright, so I guess I went from here. Oh, hello. Oh, do you have a different name on Twitch? Yeah. To be honest, I don't really know how I'm gonna handle the background, but we can figure out that part later. It's been a while since I drew something for fun, so this will be for fun. Okay, anyways. There we go. Okay, and then I wanted to extend the background a little because I think it was a little cramped. So let's see. Hello, part 2. Hello. Familiar names now. Yeah, I thought I'd try YouTube since so many people see the VODs on YouTube. that maybe it'd be interesting. Also, since I wanted to try it last week, but obviously I had to, I don't know, like request permission to stream. I'm also gonna end this because I'm not totally sure if people from YouTube know that it's a stream. Usually. I guess this is like advertising. Let's just do this. Good enough. Good enough. Actually, it's kind of ugly, but I'll fix it later. You're live and not mysterious anymore. I know, my voice has been revealed. I'm not as cool anymore. You know, usually I start the stream exactly at, for me, 3 p.m., right? As soon as it hits 3, I click start stream. But I didn't realize that in OBS I also have to pick which thing I'm streaming to. Like I had the YouTube account linked and everything, but it asks you to pick like do you want to create a new broadcast or do you want to pick an existing one that you already scheduled? And at first I couldn't find where the scheduled one was. So it took me like 30-40 seconds, which meant that the stream started at like 3:01. I broke my streak. You know, there was also like a auto go live button so that it does it on its own. But I didn't want to do it for the first time just in case I had some setting that would like dox me. I wanted to make sure I did it myself. Yes, the time shift. You've been stream earlier these past week. Yeah. Cause oh, it disconnected for a second. Okay. Okay, guys. we had our first tiny little crash that lasted like 5 seconds. So maybe maybe we'll have to go back to Twitch. I really hope not. But yeah, the time shift I completely forgot about as well. And it really sucked because the day that it happened, I think I had to wake up early. And I was supposed to go to bed early too. But I forgot to go to bed early. And so I was staring at my phone to finish up some emails and stuff at like 2 a.m. or at like 1 a.m. Right. And the time shift, when it hits 1 a.m., it's still 1 a.m. But then, or wait, no, how does it work again? I think it skips from like 1 to like 2 a.m. or something. Right. But basically it's like at like, for example, at 12:59, so 59 minutes after midnight, you expect that the clock will go to 1, but then it goes to 2 a.m. And so I was supposed to sleep early that day, and I was already up too late. So then I was like, okay, I'll just finish up my emails, and then I'll actually go to bed. It's like 12:58. I'm writing my email. I'm like, okay, not so bad. Sleeping at 1 a.m. I'll still get like 5 hours of sleep, right? And then by the time I hit send, I looked at the time again and it was like 2 a.m. Because I forgot that we had daylight savings. Very upsetting. Got 4 hours of sleep. Kind of sucked. But it's okay. Hello, hello. Welcome, Nightmare. Is this extended enough? I kind of feel like this composition just feels kind of funny. It should be like more like long. I almost want to say. I think that kind of looks weird too though, right? Ah, it's like cramped, but not cramped. Too locked in to notice, no, literally. It's also because, like, I feel like daylight savings is such a silly thing that we do that, like, I have no reason to remember that it happened. Like this. See, since I've been doing cons and stuff, I've been drawing with, like, the intent to be able to print. That means sometimes, like, I have to draw canvases that match the size of actual paper, which is very annoying. I think I wanted these to be stairs, but I don't think the way Fia is standing is like on the stairs. She would be like sinking into the floor. I didn't do a good job on the perspective. Okay. Let's see. Oh, can I fix this? I just wonder if you use any specific canvas because of the convention. I think like I tend to like longer art, like longer compositions. And luckily, like one of the standard sizes, sort of. Sorry for the freedom units. It's like 11 by 17 inches. And that's like fairly long. But sometimes I want to draw even longer than that, so then it gets cropped and I end up adding like a little border, which looks a little silly. But yeah, usually with the intent of printing on 11 by 17, I make it at least that big, and then let me see. I make it at least that big, and then that ways I can crop it or size down, because that's easier than like sizing it up again. Like this proportion now is like 11 by 18 inches, which is a little longer. And I'd have to crop off like an inch, which kind of sucks, to be honest. Okay, let's see. How am I gonna approach this? Hate drawing in the canvas you draw right now. It's so much space to fill. Do you mean like horizontal canvas? Or just like lots of space for the background? What is this? A little glowy bit. What is this layer? This is the old sketch. See, this was the old one and I felt like it was too zoomed in. So I tried to make it less zoomed in. And here are sketches. Okay. I'm gonna put these in an old folder. Draft. Okay, I'm just gonna start painting over it. Oh, it looks cool once it's painted. I was obsessed. Yeah, I do like horizontal canvases because I think they look cool when they're finished. Oh, hi Hetchy, hi Hetchy, hi Hetchy tuber. I promise I'll make my PNG tuber someday. Oops, sorry. Hold on. Gotta adjust my windows. Where is my reference picture? There it is. Ah, she's so cool. Okay. I think I have to agree with Darkser. I think the YouTube interface kind of sucks. Obviously, it's only been what, like 15 minutes? But I think I'll probably still stream on Twitch in the future and just keep uploading my VODs. Like at most I'll do simul streams, so I'm streaming on both, but I don't think I'll do just YouTube. I kind of don't like it. Speaking of that, all my points in Twitch was so close for the VTuber model. No, don't worry. We'll go back. We'll go back. Oh, there's so much delay on here compared to Twitch. Let's see. Okay, you know what? Hold on. These two are getting saved as drafts. And then I'm gonna merge them because I want to do paint over. Okay. Yes. Woohoo. Just need like 900,000 something points. It's okay, almost there, right? That's not too many points. So I realize I'm making it way harder because I only stream once a week. If I streamed like, I don't know, like 3 times a week, it would go way faster. Is this commission fine? No, it's Arknight's fan art. Finally do more fan art. I have a couple commissions I should work on, but today I want to just chill. Oh, no CSP, don't lag. I think I talk about textures and whatnot a lot, but recently as in like the last couple of days, I kind of want to try focusing on making the eye texture more interesting. I think sometimes the way I handle eyeballs is a little bit flat and not quite interesting. But like the wateriness of eyeballs and how it's a little bit gray, I think is interesting to see when it's drawn. So I'm gonna try going forward. Oh, wait. Do this, I can't see what the changes look like. There we go. Yay, she has a face now. Okay, and then with this skin, let's see, how do I draw this? She has a hair accessory that is quite cool. From like here. Oh, the perspective is very bad. Hold on. Back of her head is a little bit large. Discover adding a spot of highlight plus desaturated color circle over the spot. Make it much more better. Like over the highlight? I think Ask likes to do that a lot. Like sort of, let's see. Like here you go, here's some horn highlight. And then see we can do like this. Right. Something like that. Yep, yay! Maybe I should use it everywhere. It can be our main technique for this piece. This BGM makes me feel like I should be playing like a relaxing like farming game. I know like technically I could just risk it and play my normal BGM, like just random soundtracks and stuff. And they might not take the video down and they might just like demonetize it. It's not like I monetize anyway, right? But I think it's better not to risk it. It's a cute BGM though, so no worries. I should actually... I guess I should put it in my description. Maybe later. Learn a bit of something this week too. Definitely gonna use it on next drawing. No. I haven't even done anything yet. Like I think sometimes when people ask me like how do you do this or like what do you recommend, I have a really hard time answering because my process is a little different every time. Like even like usually I start in grayscale, right? Like this piece was not in grayscale. Like the background is gray, but the characters are not gray. A great Saroni showed you the way. Wait, has he been streaming his 100-day challenge? I know he started that like last week. Hello Arts. Thank you, thank you. I didn't realize he was streaming. He probably streams whenever I'm not around, so I probably won't be able to catch them. But it's alright. It'd be nice to try something new. Maybe you'll like doing the color right away. I think so. I think it's a matter of like forcing myself to do it so that I'm less intimidated by the colors. Because most of the time I do grayscale just to avoid the colors. But we already knew that. I need to learn how to color skin a little better. I think it's very like the texture is kind of not anything. But I would like their skin to look like skin. Let's make it a little warmer. There. I find it harder to do grayscale for some reason. Actually, I'm very curious, but wherever you live, is your like area very colorful by any chance? Because I know my city is fairly gray. And I often wonder if that has anything to do with like how we prefer to start things. Didn't know you stream. I was refreshing homepage and stumbled here. Yeah, I usually stream on Twitch on Fridays at this time. But I figured I'd give YouTube a go cuz I upload my VODs here obviously, but I don't stream here. I was worried that maybe people didn't know. Just trying it for now. Oh, what is that? Oh, when you add the little chat thingies, it it like pops up in the corner. It's so cute. I saw the little confetti thingies. I think it's pretty gray, but we have like this fountain that have a lot of color, if that counts. I see, I see. Because I know like a few of my friends who live in more naturey or colorful places, they have really, really pretty, colorful art. And then they'll send me pictures of like where they live. And it just feels like it makes a lot of sense. Let's try this way. Never mind, I don't know how to handle that. Okay, we'll go back to her face a little later. There's no use in rendering it too much right now. Shape of her head is still a little messed up. We having a party here, live in a cubicle and never go out. Like, I think I could never do an office job. I think, like, part of me really wishes that I could. Because I think, in some ways, it's nice to just know that that's just where you have to be. And then the work you're given is just what you have to do. And then you're done, right? But instead I get too annoyed by it. Obviously, it still sucks in its own way. has, she has a split in her bangs, but I'm not doing a very good job of drawing it. Maybe you just look at pigeons so much you get mesmerized. You know, there's a pair of pigeons who live on one of the windowsills in my building. And whenever it's like one of those hallways that you walk through like outside of your own house, your own apartment. So every time I walk to get to the stairwell, I pass by that window. And they're always sitting there and they're so fluffy and so large. And I feel like I spent so much time looking at them that I assumed that I probably like took a photo at some point. But then yesterday, I was talking about the pigeons to one of my friends. And they were like, "Do you have a picture?" And I was like, "Yeah, let me go find it." But then turns out I literally never took a photo of them. I just stared at them so much that I thought I did. Because in my head it's like a photo, but there's no photo. Is for a personal project or for something else? It's just fan art. I wish my own OCs were this cool. But I'm getting through a couple of my important deadlines right now. So before I start like the 2 commissions that I have to do after this, I thought I'd take some time to draw something for fun. Also, because this weekend I have a small local convention, and I don't really want to be thinking about work before and after. I've never seen a person this much obsessed with pigeons. I don't know what it is about them. I just like I see them and it puts my mind at peace. They're just such silly little creatures. Oh, good luck. Thank you, thank you. Another con already. I know, right? Isn't it so surprising? But yeah, I have one this weekend. And then in another 2 weeks, I have a different, not really a convention, but more like, how do I describe it? It's like, the setup is kind of like Artist Alley in a convention, but there's nothing else. It's like just the Artist Alley. I guess it's just a show. But they're both smaller and local, so nothing super exciting. If anyone's in the area, the one this weekend is Fanfare. I'll be at table 616. And then I'll also be at Brooklyn Independent Comics Showcase, which I think that one doesn't have table numbers. I think I kind of just show up or something like that. Okay, I'll be there. I think there's one weekend in like the summer where there's 3 major cons happening at the same time. And unfortunately, I got waitlisted from all of them. So, a little bit of FOMO, but that's okay. Did you have someone help to set your table or just solo? Because that's a lot of stuff. Most of the setup, I think I did solo just because I guess it's not actually as complicated as it looks. And I mostly just brought it there in like 2 really big suitcases myself. The only part I really needed help with was when I was on the train, because the last event I had to take the train for like 6 or 7 hours to get there. And that train, you have to put the luggage up on the luggage rack, like above the seats. And the suitcases were like 40, 50 pounds each. Which like I'm not strong really, so I can't bench press that much. I can't put that much above my head. So I definitely had to have someone help me with that part on the train. But luckily there was a really strong guy. I actually felt very jealous in that moment because he reached down because I was struggling, right, to like lift this thing up. And he reached down and like with like one arm, he just put it all the way up there. Like I wish I could be a big strong man. Must make your life so easy. He was also tall too. Like I want to be tall and strong. Like I think considering how little I move in my daily life, I think I'm like fairly strong, but objectively I'm not that strong. Do you not have friends to help you out with con stuff? No, unfortunately. I whoa, what's happening? Not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Viewers experience. What's happening? What? Are you guys seeing lag? It's telling me it's lagging. No. Don't lie to me. Error. It literally told me the stream was healthy 2 seconds ago. Come on. Don't be annoying. Stream status poor. I don't understand. You have to tell me more than this, YouTube. But no, I don't really have local con friends as of right now because I think I'm fairly new to the convention scene. And a lot of my friends are from out of state. Oh, it's back to normal now. Okay. And then any of the friends who are in state are mostly like my college friends who are still in school. So for the last convention, when I got there, some of my friends from that area came to help me at the con. But like bringing the stuff there, setting up and coming back was all on my own because none of my friends are like coming from the same place as me at this time, basically. I also have con next month. I think I'm underprepared. Gonna be my last con for a while. 3 in a row. That's a lot. Which con is it? The next one? Oh, I messed up all my Chrome tabs again. Come on, Chrome. Mastema! Yes, Mastema! Big local con, one of the biggest. Oh, congrats. Well, I hope it goes well. Twice a year. Awesome, awesome. I know you said that you had a local con that you're doing that art for. That project for. I assume it's the same one, right? Usually with friends that are established, but this time it's kind of on my own with 2 other guys. I see, I see. I think, like, luckily, like, most people in Artist Alley are pretty friendly. Like, at the last con, my friends who had time would, like, stay at the table when they could. But for a lot of it, I was still alone because people had class and other responsibilities. Because they don't do Artist Alley, they're just, like, my normal people friends. But luckily, like, my table neighbors were super friendly. Whenever it was, like, food time, we would, like, cover each other if there's not enough people to handle the tables. Like, we send one person out and be like, okay, get all of these food items and then bring them back. Or, like, refill everyone's water bottles, you know? But to be fair, I haven't really been to a very big con yet. So it's kind of okay to go solo. Because there's not that many people. And I think, like, I've worked, like, more or less, like, retail and, like, serving people jobs enough that this is basically the same thing. Except I have more fun because it's my own stuff. Oh, yep, but that's another thing. The art I was drawing for, that was another Circles project. I just got invited in. Ah, okay, okay. His music is so silly. It's so whimsical. I'm used to my, like, edgier music. Which is funny because I feel like this drawing is pretty edgy. But we're listening to a cute soundtrack. See, I want this horn's shadow to be a little more evident. I think it would look cooler that way. Right now I can't even tell where the horn is. So I have to work on that a little. I think I tend to draw Mastema's horns like too big. They're not actually as chunky as I tend to do them. I think it should be like that more or less. Maybe like this way. Maybe I'll figure that part later. Hope it's not too tiring. Can't imagine managing your own table by yourself. It's not too bad. I think, like, luckily, I have a lot of stamina when it comes to just standing there for like 10 hours. Because my normal, like, part-time that I work at usually, I also just stand there for like 10 hours. And when it's really busy, then I like rush around and do all my little tasks, make sure everyone gets what they want. But then when it's boring, I also just like, I guess I got used to just dealing with it. So luckily it's not too bad. But if I went to like a really big con, like I don't know, let's say like AX or like Anime Boston or like Anime NYC, those cons I would definitely not want to do alone. Because I know so far I haven't been to Anime NYC as an artist yet, but I did help a different artist last year. I think it was last year. Yeah, it was last year. And even as a helper, like there was a whole lot going on. So definitely don't want to do big cons alone. See, I actually do not like the hair that I just added, so we're getting rid of it. The pose is starting to look a little funny now that I've rendered into it slightly. One Fi in Chile convention. I really want to travel for conventions, so maybe I will. I think it would be fun. But you know, like alternate question: when's Hechi coming to here? I think like honestly, VTuber art is pretty popular here too, Hechi. If you get the chance. Why is this music is like a bedtime lullaby now? Someday. I'll look forward to it. Too bad we all live so far from each other. I know, right? But you know, I think like obviously doing cons as an artist is like, yeah, you get to earn money and have fun and whatnot. But it's also like part of it is just like, I feel like if you can get into a con in a different country where your friends are, then it's basically just an excuse to like fund part of your vacation, right? Like if I were to get into a con in Chile, for example, like even if I didn't earn a ton of money, it would be like maybe the con would pay for my food and then I can just spend the rest of my money on having fun. You know what I mean? Partially fund all your expenses. Well, and I'm like kind of drawing her design right now. I think her pose is like she's standing too upright. She tends to, at least my headcanon is that she slouches a little. This looks a little strange to me. I had a con in US that cost so much money though. Yeah. I feel like the thing with US cons in general is like it costs so much to table here now because all the tables cost like $300+, which is way too much to be honest. But at the same time, like people pay a lot for stuff too. I'm always really surprised because even the events where I assume people won't spend much, they like drop a lot of money on small things. Because I think Artist Alley is the place where like where you do all your impulse buying, right? And it can get a little out of hand. So the potential for earning your money back is also definitely there. But like you said, it's kind of a gamble. Princey's kind of cooked. No. I don't know if I can really handle this illustration. I think it's a little bit beyond my current skill level. Also, I worry that I talk about cons as if I know a lot about them. I really don't know a lot about them. I've done like smaller local events that are not conventions when it comes to like selling art or tables and stuff. And I've been to a lot of cons as like an attendee. But I haven't tabled really at very many, so I've only tabled at one technically. The recent one, if we're talking about anime cons. But just based on the vibes that I can tell. I'm also a newbie, so it's a shared experience. Okay, okay. In that case, to anyone who's listening to this VOD who does do conventions, I'm sorry for defacing your industry. Defaming? Defacing? Spreading rumors? Spreading misinformation? I want this hair to like float a little more. So it's like whoosh behind her, you know? I really envy artists who can draw hair so well. I think with most other things, I tend to reference myself in my head. If it's like anatomy or whatnot that I can't figure out. Or even like clothing, I'll put on similar clothes and then take my own rough pictures. And the thing is, like, I do have pretty long hair, but it doesn't float like this, obviously. I have no idea how to handle it. Can't see it in my head. What color are your sleeve openings? Oh, this arm doesn't even have the open sleeve. It has like a little cuff. Okay. Envy people who draw straight lines in one stroke. It's true, it's true. To hop in front of a mirror for a few times. That's true. Maybe I have like a tiny mirror next to me, but maybe I should get a really big one. And then whenever I can't figure out the hair, you'll hear some thumping, and that's the sound of me jumping up and down. I think this pose ended up being a little boring. I didn't handle it very well. Like, I think her torso should have faced towards us a little more. Which, like, obviously not too late to change, I'm just really lazy. Envy artist in general. Hair greater than everything else. I wish that was me. Man. Arm's a little long, I think. Hmm. We are all artists. Let's all envy each other and then get cooler or something. Ah, she has circles. Circles in perspective, the thing we were yapping about last time. uh. Hmm. Oh, did the playlist restart? Is this the first song? Oh, we got through the whole playlist. No, it's only an hour long. I'm gonna have to listen to all the songs 3 times. You guys have like royalty-free BGM recommendations? Like, let me know. I guess this thing is technically a little gold instead of silver, but it's okay. Also found after that week you can do rotate the box by using ellipse 2. Yeah, exactly. It's just still the same question of like how to estimate the curve correctly. I think like I've been practicing it a little more. It's a little easier now. And I think I'm kind of coming to the conclusion that you just have to get used to it. Like stare at enough circles that you kind of just know how the curve should look. And then you just use the square as like a guideline. But I definitely wish there was a more accurate way to do it. Other than just knowing it. This should be down more. Hold on. Maybe like here. Like the more I draw it, the more it looks like it's like weird metal underwear, but it's not. It's more like a belt. Sort of. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, Darkseer's back. Aren't that just applied to anything? Yeah, kind of. I feel like with stuff like cubes, at least, like, as long as it's straight lines, it's more easy to break it down into like exact steps. Or like you can kind of calculate it easily. But when it comes to curves and circles, like I guess you can also calculate it if you really want to. But it's a little more of a hassle. I see, now this looks too much like bronze, but it's not bronze. Okay. I'm gonna draw that part later. What is she wearing? And I gotta find... I know the person who designed it posted their character design sheet for it. Gotta find it. Let's see. Bookmarked it somewhere. Bookmark. Ah, okay, I found it. I mostly lurk in YouTube, no worries. And thank you, thank you. YouTube is definitely the place for lurking, I think. Like, it just doesn't feel super interactive. I mean, like the UI, compared to Twitch. Which is like, it's okay, I don't mind it. But I think Twitch makes it feel more fun. Is this her new outfit? Yeah, it's her new one. For Ambient Synesthesia this year. I'm very excited. The art that she's in, they put like everyone that I really like in there. I want to draw the Lappy outfit from that set too. She's got the stylish little hat and everything. Salty about the shoe outfit. Yeah, I know. Wait, hold on. The wind is going the other way. What am I doing? I should go more out, I guess. Perfect opportunity to cover up some of the stairs because I don't really want to think about them. Hold on. Hey, she's got cool boots too. Did not do a good job of this. This arm is a little too long. I think I can technically fake it in this perspective, but I think I would rather fix it, probably. Or maybe, you know what? I'm just gonna deal with it later. And let's see, what staff should she hold here? I'll have her hold the pointy one. I think the round one might be a little distracting. I'm not totally sure. Man, there's so many layers. I don't know what's going on. This part is like it comes in. Did you see new skins for Ines and Stainless? Yes. Oh my god, dude, Ines always looks so good in her skins. The last one that she got was also amazing. Really wish I could draw like that. Okay, let's give Fia a face. Take a small break from Mastama. Miss Fia Meta. I've drawn Fia once before, right? That corset piece. But I think I always have a hard time with her face for some reason. Yeah. Hold on. Oh, so many messages. I want it. OP savings not looking good now that Monster is an operator. I kind of have mixed feelings about Monster. I feel like there wasn't really a reason for Monster to be an anime girl, much less like a cute cat girl. I kind of feel like Monster should have been much more like rugged and cool, and maybe a little older too. I feel like obviously like Monster is sort of like a subset of Kaltzit, which implies like maybe Monster was like, oh well, I'm technically younger and like I don't know what to look like, so I'll just imitate Kaltzit and be a cat girl, right? But I feel like Monster has always been this sort of like grumpy, sassy, like big killing machine. So making Monster so cute is a little weird, in my opinion. Like it feels a little bit like a cash grab. Want to get into Arknight so I can get into the art space, but I think it's too late now. I'm gonna start with Enfield instead. I think that's fair. So I think like you definitely don't have to play the game to get into Arknights. Like a lot of what I know about the characters is not from playing it, it's just from looking at fan art. And also just like hearing people talk about it, I guess. So I think you can definitely still get into it now, just not... Like, playing it even is technically possible too. I think the game has always been pretty free-to-play friendly even if you're just starting. But also, like, there is definitely a lot of content in the late game, in the new events. That, like, you can still clear with the free-to-play units and, like, the basic units you get, but it's definitely a little harder. I think like a lot of the current quote-unquote late game units are definitely a little bit overpowered, but like it's nothing you can't do with basic units. So it just depends like what you want to get out of it, I think. Agreed, I have mixed feelings with Monster. I like more waifu, but till I see the lore introduces her, well, I'm not convinced by the decision. Yeah. Like, there has to be a reason why she looks the way she looks. If they're like, oh, that's just what Monster looks like, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. Also, I don't like this expression. It looks a little funny. But I feel like Fia's always like having to chase down Mastema and kind of like be her babysitter. So I think it'd be funny if she was staring at her grumpily. I don't know how I feel about this face. I'm gonna redo it. You need to have an emotional connection, I guess. I'm kind of the same. I think like my criteria for emotional connection is like kind of low when it comes to cool anime girls. Like if I look at the character, I'm just like, wow, they look really cool. Then I get attached to them because they look cool, and that's like good enough for me. Though I think like usually I do look into their lore if I think they're cool, and then I'll draw them after I look into their lore. Like at the very least. But sometimes just being cool is good enough. I guess like if anything, my main motivation for looking into the lore is more to make sure I'm not drawing them like really, really out of character. Because I think only looking at fan art, like a lot of people draw headcanons or make cool characters cuter or vice versa. And then if I reinterpret the reinterpretation, then things can get a little all over the place. Drew Arknights a couple of times. Don't know any characters besides Surtur and Shu. Shu is aesthetically pleasing. I really like her outfit design. But let's see. Do you have favorite characters from other games based on vibes or design? We can try and think of some Arknights operators that might be down your alley. Oh my god, my chair is so loud. Okay. This is all just part of my plan to help infect everyone with Arknight's brain rot. ZZZ Trigger. I don't even know who that is. I don't follow ZZZ. Let's see. Ooh, wait, that is a cool design. Okay, okay. I'll give it a think while I draw. Oh, she's blind. Interesting. See the RGB on her eye mask kind of resembles closed eyes. Ah, that's true, that's true. That is pretty cute and cool. Kind of becoming a little baby-faced. Hold on. They light up pink when she blushes. That is very cute. Perspective is still off somehow. I think her eyes are too wide. Like I've made them too long. It kind of looks like Teto, like the not Vocaloid, but the Utaloid. It kind of looks like Teto right now. one. I need a better Fia meta ref. What is this called? Witch Feast series? I think like a lot of the operators in Arknights are drawn with kind of like chubby cheeks, but in a way where it doesn't make them look too young. But hold on a sec. But okay, yes. I think a lot of the operators are drawn with kind of like chubby cheeks. But at least in my style, like the way I draw faces, like something about it makes it really hard for me to get the proportions right if I draw the chubby cheeks. And then they always look like too childish. But then if I don't draw them with the chubby cheeks, then it kind of doesn't look like them. So I'm not really sure why that is. But we'll figure it out someday. I think it's better if she's angry. I was mainly a Blue Archive player, but after 2+ years it slowly got boring. It's sad though, I want to keep playing it, but my brain just rejects. I kind of get that though. Like even with Arknights, like I've been drawing it for a long time, but I haven't been playing it this whole time. Like I'll log on for important things or if I am feeling bored. But I've like burnt out on playing Arknights multiple times. It's also because like the Arknights gameplay is tower defense. And I think you either love it or you hate it. And if I'm gonna be completely honest, I think I'm technically in the I hate it camp and not the I like it camp. But I've just like gaslit myself into thinking that I like it. So after a while, I kind of stopped wanting to play it again. Because I don't actually like playing it, I guess. This hair is too long. Doesn't go all the way down to her nose. She still looks like Teto. You are not Teto, Fia. Stop looking like Teto. Just put Whistle down and get the free OP for the pull. It's true, it's true. Oh, that April Fool's event? Well, no, the April Fool's event is a different one. The one before that, with the, what was it called? Something something breakthrough? I think it's still live. That one was the same. I did all the, like, the special stages to unlock the buffs. And then for all of the stages, like the actual ones, I just put down with Adele. She makes life so easy. I think her hair highlights tend to be drawn a little more grayish. So I think me drawing them very red is contributing to her looking like someone else. She's too, like, pale. She looks like she has no blood whatsoever. Hold on. Please, signs of life. Yeah, if I'm being honest, I'm on the edge of tower defense, but everything else looks good. Yeah. I think I'm definitely not in it for the gameplay. Even the stories, I think the main story is probably, in general, the least interesting. At least in my opinion. I think just because it was the first one they wrote, obviously. And it's been going on for so long that the plot can get a little bit, like, slow-paced sometimes. But the side stories and stuff are really awesome too. I think the characters I end up liking the most are probably the ones from the side stories. Thing is too long. Hold on. Less of this. That's why when Enfield comes out, I'm surely gonna give it a try and finally say I'm legally an Arknights player. By the way, Lappy pulling stream. Yes. Wait, Lappy's not out right now, is she? Not yet, right? But yeah, we could definitely do a Lappy pulling stream. I'll save them for that week's stream. God, I want to pull more for Evan Holtz because I picked him for the rate up on the current, like, special headhunting thingy. But I know I shouldn't. See, now the question is, when I do the Lappy pulling stream, should I keep it in the VOD and then have everyone watch and spread the Lapland propaganda, or should I pretend to be normal before I put it on YouTube? How are those saving looking? Not great. Like, I think this month has been so busy that I haven't been playing that much. And then I spent like 10 pulls on Ebenholz because I'm silly. Let me see, how much do I have right now? Open, Arknights. I think these faces look pretty okay. Mosty is really pale, but I feel like she's always been really pale. I might make Fia's eye a little smaller though. Hold on, launching Arknights in the meantime. Like this. Just leave it for now. Should be next month after Siege Alter. Wait, there's also Siege Alter though. I forgot about her too. No, I bought the CSP 4.0 license because it was on sale for really cheap, right? And this is CSP 1.0, so I'm missing a lot of features. And one of the ones I thought might be cool is like multi-layer liquefy. But then I'm still just drawing on one layer, so there's no point. Let's see, I've got my savings are so bad. Okay, I've got a 48,527 Arundum. Hold on. And then I've got 207 OP, which I'm gonna try not to spend. But that's like not a whole lot of rolls. I have 80 pulls if I don't count the Arundum. Ah, wait, no. I also have pulling passes, so I have 80 plus 30 plus 30. Okay. I have 60 of the yellow passes. So I have 140 pulls. Maybe if this was darker, and then... Ah, Fia, your hair doesn't make any sense. It's this silhouette that's making her look like Teto. Because this looks like the, well, a little bit. It kind of looks like the twin drills that Teto has. I don't think my audience has really reached the Vocaloid fan base, but that's okay. Man, her hair's so hard for me. Her neck shows more in the skin than I've drawn it. Well, I think Fia's face looks better than Musty's now. I need to... Musty's eyeballs are not really in the right place. Maybe I'll adjust it later though. I kind of don't want to touch it right now. YouTube streaming, yep, giving it a try. But we'll be back to Twitch soon, I think. Like, same but different. And not really in a good way. Like, as soon as I can do, like, duo streaming, I'll duo stream. But as long as it's just one stream, I think I'll stick to Twitch. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Done a little backflip across the screen. you finish this piece though. Love the composition. Thank you. I'm hoping I'll finish it too. I think between now and the last time I did like a for fun piece like this, I think I've learned a lot more stuff and I want to apply it to this. I'm hoping it'll go well. I'm definitely worried about the background because it's kind of just a blobby mess and I don't really know what to do with it yet. But it's alright. Like, I don't know what the hell like this thing is gonna be. But that's a problem for when I get there. Finish it. Okay, I will. Also, like, I sketched Fia's big cape here, and I think the sketch looks kind of cool in terms of vibes. But I know that once I render it, it's gonna be kind of a mess. But that's okay. I'll try to take it easy so that it's not too overwhelming. Okay, hold on. Let's take a second to figure out the perspective, because Mosty is like sort of standing on the stairs, but Fia is definitely not standing on the stairs. So I need to fix that. Let's see. It's anatomy and perspective, I think. I need to. This is where I embarrass myself. The whole reason I started this piece with a bunch of blobs is because I haven't been feeling the technical, like, anatomy and perspective part of my brain recently. Like, it hasn't been working that well, so hmm. Wait, what does she wear on her feet? I actually don't know what shoes she wears. Let me see. She wears, oh, big tall night boots. I should have done that sketch on a different layer. Oopsies. Maybe. Hold on. I'm gonna try putting this leg forward instead. Maybe. But it's like, where is she standing though? Like, my main problem with this is I just don't know where I want her to be standing. Like this way. But then there's not enough space between the two of them this way. Hmm. Hmm. Masuma is standing. Like her foot is down off the screen, I think. Technically. Not really either. Oh, I need to do my studies, my studies. Ah, it's okay. We're just gonna mess around actually. I already know sketching is not going well today, so I think I'll just paint around until it looks a little more cohesive. Or more like readable as to what's going on. Her legs are also really long. Okay. Makes my life way harder in this situation. I think some of the awkwardness is coming from not seeing where her feet are, but then her legs are really long, so if I make them longer, then her feet will definitely be off the screen. Just leave it to future you, it's true. The future me definitely hates current me. I think this is probably the easier solution to this problem, but Masuma already has her leg up. Like this. So then if she's also doing this, isn't that a little silly? Had so many instances of leaving it to future me, and future me always got mad. No, I'm the same. Like in the moment, I'm like, well, it's just to save time. I'll definitely do it when I have more energy later. And then I'm like, curse you for making me do it in the future. Oh, hi Cole, welcome, welcome. OMG, who is this Cole guy? Seems cool. Ooh, too much zoom. Oh my, what's happening in the chat? Something's getting a little steamy. Don't leave things for future you, because future you is a cool dude and a grateful dude that will be happy that you did things. That is very true. Well, the playlist restarted again, which means we went through another hour. That's crazy. Man. This much for 2 hours, I feel like it's not that much progress. gotta go. Bye bye. Enjoy the stream. Hope nothing bad happened at the con. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Ah, Fia, your outfit has so many parts. Torino. It's a cute nickname. Oh wait, Fia has a tail. That's what this is. I like sketched it, but I forgot what it was. She's technically a phoenix, but they gave her like a horse tail. Not a day goes by where drawing hands is not trusting the process. What is harder to draw, hands or feet? I have to say I've not really tried to draw feet before. So I'm not sure. I feel like Hmm. I feel like the form of feet is probably a little harder to think about. I also feel like because we don't get the chance to look at feet as often. Because when we do things every day, like we're looking at our hands all the time. But I mean, I think most people probably don't stare at their feet all day. It's probably harder to visualize, I guess. I feel like hands are more flexible there for special cases. That's true. I guess like once you learn to draw feet, like I guess it'll be fairly easy. So it really just depends on which one you like drawing more. Which, you know, if it's feet, then what can I say? Drawing hands is fine, but drawing good-looking hand pose is a different story. That's true. I think definitely depending on the pose, even like the most pretty hands can end up looking quite strange, or just like very awkward. Or like if you pose a kind of like ugly hand the right way, it can also look really nice. That's good enough for now. room is ugly. I think this part needs to get bulked out a little more. Kind of sunken. Mm, maybe not. By the way, sorry for the like insane zooming. I like rewatched one of my stream VODs the other day in like 2 times speed, and all the flipping upside down and backwards and turning around and around is like a little crazy. But it's because I just put my hand up over here where all the buttons are, and then I don't look at what I'm pressing. So sometimes I miss, and then everything goes on a bit of an adventure. It's okay, it's our little trip. Wow, what is that emote? So silly looking. To plug in my new Wacom 1 I got and test it out. Yeah, test it out. That's so exciting. Yeah, hello, framing. How's that new artwork going? Oh, it's always fun to see how many people already know each other. Going good, putting aside for a bit to finish my commission. Tired though, pretty miserable day at work. Ah, it always sucks when work sucks. I feel like even if people like their jobs, usually when you're at work, you're thinking of going home and getting a start on your hobbies and projects. So then if work sucks, then it makes the mood of the whole day kind of bad. coworkers giving me issues, having to take on the burden of all the heavy lifting today while they lounged around. No. I feel like that's the downside of working on a team, right? There's always... It's like very difficult to find a team where everyone's really sharing the work. I think there will always be people who just do the minimum just because they have teammates. Right side, you got more muscles. So true. No muscles, only blisters. No. This music is cozy. Need it in your life. Wait, let me link it. This one is... I'll just link the whole playlist. I searched cozy stream music. Here you go. And the specific track is A Day in the Park. Yes. It is very cozy. I searched it before the stream because I was like, oh, I need new BGM that won't get me a copyright strike. And then I thought this one had the cutest thumbnail. Of course, of course. YouTube trying not to be a pain with the damn copyright. I know, right? I wish that it was possible to split the VOD and the music, like on Twitch. Like, I understand why... obviously, understand why the music owners should be able to claim monetization and whatnot. But, like, that's fine with me. As long as they don't, like, straight up, like, delete your channel. Because I feel like I've heard a lot of people say... Like, oh, they played, like, one song, and then maybe the copyright lawyers were just really, really aggressive. And now it's like, your life is over. Those cases I like to pull up Bruton Music's 1980s catalog tracks. Ooh. I'll give that a try next time. There are cases when the owner didn't mind people using their songs and still YouTube put strike. Yeah. Or it's like, you know, like sometimes people get striked for their own music sometimes if it was posted on like a different account. Or I know sometimes people will get permission to use it, but then YouTube doesn't know they have permission. So then they get striked and then it just kind of sucks for everyone. What is this piece? Oh, it's a fan art. The fan art for 2 characters from Arknights. The blue hair one got a new skin recently, and I thought it would go well with the old skin, which is this one of the red hair character. So I wanted to draw them being cool and edgy. It's also just for fun though, because it's been a while. Easy, have a copyright-free music on stream and play your own music in the background. No, but see, I like being able to listen to the same stuff as everyone who's watching. I feel like it's more fun that way. Also, because like if someone asks like, "Oh, what music is playing now?" and I straight up just like haven't even been listening to it, and I feel like that's a little sad. OMG, everyone knows everyone. This is so crazy. About to get run over by a train. Screw us, listen to your own music without us. No, no, no. I can't do that. Okay, I'm kind of enjoying the cute little music anyway. Oh my god, guys, there's only 30 minutes left. I need to extend my streaming time, like, so badly. It's always the most fun near the end. Kafka unites us all, it's true. I'm just curious because, like, I feel like I haven't been active in Kafka's server in a long time. And yet, in the end, everyone still knows everyone from there. Like, I guess it is quite a big server. And a lot of people in, like, our illustration circles, like, are in there. So it makes sense that a lot of us know each other from there. I just think it's interesting. Because I'm not in there anymore, but everyone else is. I just lurk, occasionally say hi here and there. 30 minutes? Yeah, I have to go in 30 minutes. It's because, I have, like, random errands and stuff I need to complete on Fridays before Saturday. And especially today, because, the local con starts tomorrow. But, yeah. It's just because I tend to like blocking out my time. Like, this is the day for doing this, and this day is for doing that, right? And so unfortunately after stream, that's time I need for finishing some tasks. Running errands, grabbing things from the grocery before it closes. People come and go, that's how it is. Got your stream to keep in touch. It's true, it's true. Oh, you attending that con? I don't know which con we're talking about, but I do have a small local con that I'm tabling at this weekend. Okay, I realized I've drawn her knee sort of on the side of her leg, which is not how knees work. I always busy, I know. But I'm definitely planning to cut back on the amount of projects I take on at one time. So hopefully I'll be less busy. It's the local con is Fanfare NYC. Like, oh no, you're doxing yourself. But also, I don't know, I feel like it's pretty hard to find one specific person over here. Obviously, people can prove me wrong very fast, but at least it's easier than like if I lived in a tiny rural town, which only has like 100 people, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I live there. That would be a way faster dox. Hit that notification bell, guys. Smash that subscribe. What if in like a year you come back to my channel and I've become like a clickbait like drama YouTuber? I the next moist critical. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go for all the controversy and all the unethical art practices. I say I'm sorry and then I pull out like a random instrument. I play a little song alongside my apology video. East Coast, East Coast. Yeah, I am. East Coast is the best coast. Wow. I like the way I drew Fia like way better than how I drew. What am I saying? Than how I drew Mastema. Been meaning to revisit that part of the country. Sometimes I miss living up there. Is there any particular place on the East Coast you'd visit? Or like up here. I know you're technically still on the East Coast, but ah, wait, Mostem was wearing a glove, a blue glove on her bar hand. This one. Man, I kind of wish her hand was bare. Should I just leave it? Maybe I'll just leave it. I guess it would look better if it was blue. NSA area, Hudson River Valley, Western Connecticut. Yeah, that's true. Lots of trains. I really like when I take the Amtrak, the Northeast area Amtrak, and we depart the big station in New York City. We go through all of those tunnels that have the working trains and whatnot, and some of like the freight trains and stuff. And I love passing by them because obviously the Amtrak like commuter trains are kind of like standard looking. I guess after seeing them a lot, they're not so exciting anymore. But I really like all of those industrial trains. New York Penn. Because the tracks leading out of New York City, I guess it's like an hour out at that point. It's not really immediately out of Penn Station, but like that area, you get a little bit farther out. There's and like near all the like the power plants and stuff, there's a bunch of like random cool looking freight trains. I'm a big fan. Neuron activation. Freight train over the Big Red Bridge over the East River Hellgate Bridge. Ooh. There's 2 movements I could get in a day if planned right. One at dawn and the other at sundown depending on the day. Ooh. If you ever get the chance to take those, I would love to see the photos. Amtrak kind of cool. I'll have to get photos of their older high-speed train sets until they're all retired soon. Ah, speaking of like retiring train sets, the subways are retiring those iconic orange seat cars, and I'm so sad about it. They're replacing them with like these shiny, like silver or full of LEDs, big tube cars, and I'm really not a fan. I wish they would just like refurbish the old ones. Or just like build new train cars, but maintain the aesthetic of the old one. Like you can upgrade it a bit, but don't like completely get rid of it. So I feel like the orange trains are just so like I feel like they're the most comfortable to sit in, easiest to share seats in with friends. Like lots of standing space and sitting space, and they just look cool. But the new ones now, they're just shiny tubes, and it's not any more interesting than any other subway car. It's very sad. And also, they look out of place because New York's subway platforms are like a mess, right? They're very old and very dirty and very grimy. So then when you have these really shiny new cars pull in, it just feels very strange. Empty infrastructure is ass, but cool riding around. That's how I feel too. It's like living here, I know how bad it is, and it kind of like ruins my day frequently. 'Cause I need to get somewhere on time, and that thing is just not on time. But the aesthetic of like rust and grime is very, very exciting to me. I really like when stuff looks and sounds rickety, even if it isn't. I just think it's cooler that way. Wildest part is how humid it is in the summer. It's definitely very humid. Especially on the subway platforms, since we're still talking about subways. It's like, they're not very well ventilated usually, so the air doesn't move. So maybe for like the first like day of summer, the subways will feel nice because they're like still cold down there. But once the hot air gets in there, it like does not leave. And you're just stuck with it forever. Every time this song has started so far, I keep thinking it's a notification. The little doo 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 at the start feels very, very much like a notification, but it's just the song. What if the airplane you're on sounds rickety? Okay, fair enough. Maybe not an airplane. Maybe like things that travel on land. Like I guess if my boat was rickety, I would also be a little bit scared. But yeah, definitely not a rickety plane. It's a very good point. Live life on the edge. I think I'll post a little snippet of Fia's face here as a little preview on Twitter. And then it might be like a month until I can finish the whole thing, but okay. California BART tram system is screechy. When I worked in San Francisco and needed to take it often, I was reminded of how the devs in Space horror game Dead Space use the BART sound. Did they really? I had no idea. I know the New York trains are generally kind of noisy, but not super screechy until one of them goes around a bend like really, really fast. And then it screeches like crazy. Or when they're stopping, they're kind of screechy when they stop, I guess. My feeling when I infect chat with train talk? No, but train talk is fun. I think like I'm not one who knows a lot about trains, but I always have fun when people talk a lot about the things they like. So no worries. Also, then we all get to learn a little more. I don't know, maybe like the next time I take like a 6 or 7 hour train, I'll appreciate it a little more. Oh, this track sounds funny too. Wow. Especially the transit centric city, definitely. He benefits all around from train talk. Highly encouraged. See, this is also why I kind of prefer streaming on Twitch where you can separate the audio. So I'm sure like I enjoy the train talk and you guys are enjoying the train talk, but I'm sure that most people watching the VODs on this channel are mostly just here for the drawing. And so perhaps they may be a bit confused why we're talking about trains. Hi VOD gang, hi VOD gang. I mean, who knows? Maybe exactly, maybe the other people watching who don't understand the train talk should appreciate trains. I mean, maybe out of the people who watch, and maybe there's secretly a whole bunch of train enjoyers and we just don't know it yet. As you should, as you should. Found the Hellgate example photos, sent them in general on Discord. Ooh, okay, awesome. We'll take a look after the stream. Oh, I just realized my stream overlay has said working on question mark this entire time. I should have changed it to fan art like way at the beginning. Whoopsies. No wonder nobody knows what's going on. It is what it is. Question mark, question mark, question mark adds mystery. I put question mark if I don't know what I'm working on before I start the stream. Or like, usually I'll put it back to question mark at the end of a stream. Just so I don't accidentally start the next stream with whatever the last one was. But I guess it kind of backfired. Because Because this time I knew that I wanted to work on this one, but I didn't change it. No, don't do that. And let chat figure it out themselves. Did I read that already? I feel like I did. But either way. I'm like locked into trying to figure out how the hell fabric and metal work. Okay, obviously if I leave it as question marks, that means people will ask me what it is and then I get more engagements. Yay, YouTube. I think I would feel too guilty to engagement bait. Surprised how all the metal and cape are coming out though. Thank you. I'm also a little surprised. I think there's a high chance it might get messed up later in the process, but I'll do my best not to. Guys got this for real, for real. No, she's learning the ways of the algorithm. I'm turning to the dark side, guys. Ah. Ha, it's 6. We're out of time. No. Ah, okay. Man. Okay, well, unless I get hit by some sort of sudden stroke of creativity, I'll try to save this one, so that I'll work on it again on stream. I think I would like to document the whole process anyways. It's 5 over. I know, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'll try to save it so that we can all see the whole thing. But yeah, I think Fia's face, I like how Fia's face turned out. I think the metal is quite cool, though I'm not sure it totally matches the lighting. It at least reads as metal, which is good enough for me. And then Mosty's face, I think, looks a little funny somehow. But I think when I take a break from it and come back, I'll be able to tell what's wrong with it. Thank you for blessing us with the stream. Thank you for coming to the stream. It's always fun to chill. But yeah, I don't know, next week, maybe Twitch. Or maybe we'll be back on YouTube. Maybe I'll even try the duo stream. But we'll see, Thank you. Fia's making me consider the skin when it comes back. I know, right? I didn't buy it the first time either. But I kind of want it now. Comfy Friday. Thank you. Yes, thank you everyone for coming. I hope everyone has a great weekend, great week. I hope everyone who plays gachas has great pulls. Everyone has a smooth and happy weekend. Alright. Bye bye everyone. Good luck, have fun. Bye bye.